Hello everybody, how are we? Are we all well today? Yeah? Good. Are you all behaving out there? Yeah? Okay. Just checking. Well, it's story time, okay? Now we've got a story about somebody who's not very nice today. No, it's not Donald Trump. It is Mr. Mean. So let's see about this miserable old meanie, shall we? Mr. Mean lived up to his name. He lived in what could have been a very nice house, but wasn't. He never painted it, or mended the windows, or repaired the roof. And inside, it was the same. No carpets, no curtains, no pictures, no fires. And Mr. Mean was so mean, he made his furniture out of old orange boxes and then moaned about the price of nails. Why, he was so mean. Do you know what he got his brother for Christmas last year? A piece of coal. What a meanie! And it wasn't as if Mr. Mean didn't have any money. Oh no. He had lots of money, and he kept it all hidden in a box which he kept in his kitchen. And every evening he'd sit there counting his money. It was the only thing he liked to do. But would he spend it? Oh dear me, no. Oh, not old Meanie, not if he could help it. Now one day, Mr. Mean was sitting in his gloomy kitchen having a rather gloomy meal. He only ever had one meal a day, and that day he was having a cup of water and a piece of bread which was 3 weeks old. Ugh. Suddenly, he was interrupted by a knock at the door.
"Oh, drat," he said. "Oh, drat and bother."
He opened the door, and there, on the doorstep, stood a wizard. A rather fat wizard.
Hello, said the wizard. I wonder if, by any chance, as it's such a warm day, very lovely temperatures, much better than yesterday, isn't it? It was rather cold yesterday. Well, I was wondering if it wouldn't be too much trouble, if it is, don't worry, but if you could possibly get me a glass or maybe anything, any kind of receptacle of water, just to,
Please? He was a rather wordy wizard. God, did he talk?
Just a glass of water, please.
"No,"
said Mr. Mean. And he shut the door in the wizard's face. Bang! Boom! And he went back into his kitchen to finish his meagre meal. But there, standing in front of him, was the wizard, as if by magic.
"How did you get in here?"
Gasped Mr. Mean.
Oh, well, replied the wizard. It was simply, I just sort of, as is rather natural for someone like I, simply spin and shake and twirl the singamy what you would call it wand, and so here I am.
Well, you must be rather poor, old fellow, he said, looking around.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm very terribly poor,"
lied Mr. Mean.
Then perhaps I can help you,
said the wizard, pulling up a box to sit down on. The box didn't move, so the wizard pulled it a little harder. And this time it did move. In fact, it tipped up and spilt all of Mr. Mean's money all over the floor.
Well, exclaimed the wizard. Well, very well. It would appear to me, he said, that you, sir, are an old meanie.
But Mr. Mean didn't hear him. He was far too busy scrabbling all over the floor trying to pick up his money.
"And meanies," said the wizard, "need to be taught a lesson."
And so saying, he waved his magic wand, and all of the money turned into potatoes. Potatoes! Poor Mr. Mean.
Oh no! Oh dear, not look at all my money, it's potatoes! Oh no, no, no! Oh please turn it back, please.
"Well, perhaps," replied the wizard. "But on the other hand, taking all things into account and into consideration and under advisement, perhaps not." "Well, however," continued the wizard, "if you make a solemn promise never to be mean again, then I will turn your money back into money. But," he added, "if you are ever mean again, then it's potatoes for you, my lad. Well, or any kind of vegetable. Yes, any kind of vegetable."
Then the wizard had the glass of water that he'd come in for in the first place, except that it was a cup of water because Mr. Mean didn't have any glasses. Then, with another wave of his wand, he turned the potatoes back into money, and with another wave of his wand, made himself disappear. You thought I'd gone, didn't you? Ha ha, caught you out.
Oh, stupid old wizard. Stupid old wizard,
said Mr. Mean. Now, the following day, Mr. Mean decided to walk into town. He never took the bus because, well, that would cost money, wouldn't it? And on the way, he met an old washerwoman carrying an enormous bundle of washing.
Oh, please, kind sir, please. Oh, my poor body. Oh, I don't suppose you could possibly help me carry this heavy load of washing. Oh, it's so heavy. No. It's your washing. You carry it,
said Mr. Mean. But as soon as he'd said that, he felt a tingling in his nose. Mr. Mean's nose turned into a carrot.
Oh, no. Oh, no, my nose. Oh.
The old washerwoman chuckled.
Oh.
And then Mr. Mean remembered the wizard's words.
Yes, okay. Yes, of course I'll help you. I'll carry that. Yes, that's fine.
And he carried the huge bundle of washing to where the old washerwoman wanted it. And the carrot turned back to his nose. The old washerwoman chuckled again and turned back into the wizard. It had been him all along. On his way into town, Mr. Mean passed by a cottage garden. In the garden, there was an old man chopping wood. He saw Mr. Mean going past and called out,
Excuse me, monsieur, young man. I'm just wondering if could you give an old man a bit of a hand here, chopping some of this wood? Oh, you look like such a strong fella, my lad.
No, it's your wood. You chop it.
But as soon as those words had passed his lips, guess what happened? His ears turned into tomatoes.
Oh no! Oh no, my poor ears! Oh.
The old man chuckled, and Mr. Mean remembered the wizard's words.
Yes, of course. Of course, I'll give you a hand. Silly me.
And he chopped and chopped and chopped until all of the wood was cut. And then the tomatoes turned back into the ears. And off he went. The old man chuckled again and turned back into the wizard. He was teaching Mr. Mean a lesson just as he'd promised. Now, eventually, Mr. Mean arrived in the town, and there was a little boy crying because he got his football stuck on top of a wall. Oh, please, sir, please can you get my ball down? I can't reach it.
No,
retorted Mr. Mean.
no, it's your ball, so you...
And then he stopped, and he felt a tingling feeling in his feet.
No, yes, I meant yes. Yes, of course I'll get that down for you.
And he reached up and passed the ball to the boy and went on his way, looking anxiously at his feet. The little boy stopped crying and turned back into the wizard.
I think, he said to himself, I think that Mr. Mean has, by and large, is beginning, if I'm not very much mistaken, although I sometimes can be, I think, although I could be wrong, he's learned his lesson.
And today, Mr. Mean's nothing like as mean as he used to be. And he doesn't keep his money in a box in the kitchen anymore. No, he spent it all on having his house mended and painted and cleaned, and now it all looks spick and span. And he's turned into quite a generous sort of a fellow. Goodness, he's so generous. Do you know what he got his brother for Christmas this year? 2 pieces of coal. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, guys. I rather enjoyed that one. That was good fun, that. So that's Mr. Mean. I hope you enjoyed listening to my little ramblings. I will be back tomorrow and we'll do some more music, okay? But until then, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.